69. And the inaugural Derby City Comic Con is this weekend, Saturday. Marjorie Liu and Eric Banister joining us. So, Marjorie, why in the world did you decide that you were going to start writing comic books?
I love comic books.
You always did?
Yes, I did. Well, yes, for the most part. I mean, I always loved the superhero, superhero stories. No, but I was originally a novelist. And so then I started reading, comic books, and I love them, and I transitioned. I mean, I still write novels, but comics are a huge amount of fun, and I love the serial style of storytelling and the superheroes and the powers and all of that. It's great.
I can remember when I was about 8, I used to get on my bicycle and ride to the drugstore, and just on the day that the new comic books came in, and some people never grow out of that, right, Eric?
Right. Right. I mean, there's lots of adults that are huge collectors. There's the nostalgia factor, of course, but there's so many things that people watch and see now that are comic inspired that they may not even realize. The movie Road to Perdition, Harrison Ford and Daniel Craig have a big movie coming out this year, Cowboys vs. Aliens. That was a comic book. The Walking Dead, the biggest show ever on AMC, was a comic book for several years before it was a show. So, yeah, it's a very viable hobby and medium to play in.
Well, and to your point, a lot of the movies coming out lately have been based on those superheroes. And you guys have some really interesting people coming in for this convention, don't you?
Yeah. Speaking of Walking Dead, Tony Moore will be there. He was the artist on the first 10 issues of The Walking Dead, kind of set the tone for the book. Marjorie writes for Marvel Comics. She writes 2 titles for Marvel Comics and in the X Universe, which is another huge movie this summer. One of my favorites that's coming is Janet K. Lee. She did an incredible graphic novel last year called Return of the Dapper Men.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful hardcover. She uses a decoupage and a lot of different art styles. So when you think of comic books, a lot of people think of those comics as a kid, the Archies or Richie Rich or the more superhero comics, but it covers so much more than that.
Okay, so it's a great way to spend the day. $7. Children 12 and under absolutely free. DerbyCityComicCon.com is where you can get all kinds of information. It's at the Kentucky International Convention Center on Saturday from 10 until 5. You guys, thanks so much for coming in. And guess